Hey, what's going on, guys? June Ration with another video, and today we have something a little bit different. I know we've been doing a lot of foreign rations, and today we're doing a Minotaur Trading Company. Did a vote on this. Last video we did the German EPA 24-hour. I think that was menu number 6, I think. And our second highest vote was the Minotaur rations. So this one was definitely something wasn't going to probably do because I did already an unboxing for these when a couple years ago when Minotaur was still in business and all that. But I figured since the poll was voted for this one, also being the second highest, we're going to just go ahead and try this out. So, Colonial Stew MCW or Meal Cold Weather. This was a part of the 2022 June Ration of the Month. And it's really just kind of just a repackaged MRE. I did have it open, but that's because I was always curious. This one I think was the one that I opened up to see what was inside. So, and here we have the actual stew. Ingredients as shown and directions if you want to read those. But it looks like we got some beef, some pork, some rice, a bunch of different kinds of vegetables, a little bit of seasonings. We add about 8 to 10 ounces of water and let it sit for 10 minutes. That's everything in there. Got tropical punch. Okay, nice. Ooh, cheesy bacon taters for our side. That's actually gonna probably be really good. I'm not really worried about how this is hold up or any of this stuff really, because I definitely know the taters are gonna probably still be good along with the main 1927 Nestle. Probably 60% bitter, but it's probably 60% cocoa. Peanut butter, cream-filled crackers. Got 2 Jolly Ranchers. Some salt if we need it. Spicy sweet snack mix has toffee peanuts, hot peanuts, honey roasted peanuts, honey sesame sticks, and some hot Cajun corn sticks. And then we have a Cutlery kit that decided to break open, so get that out. Comes with a spoon, some coffee that will go right in the trash. Not need that. Moist Talouette, some coffee creamer, some sugar. But I think we'll just need the spoon, honestly. But yeah, let's go ahead and get these on a tray. I am going to go ahead and get our main and our side heated up. So actually, I'll probably show you guys how this looks. This I'm going to go ahead because it takes the longest. So, without further ado, let's get it all onto a tray and see what we're working with. Alright, this is everything spread out. Again, we did not do those taters yet because I did want to see how they looked after almost 3 years. Well, no, 2 years old. It's a little over 3 years old. It's about a week. Couple days. Yeah, they just smell like taters. Nothing wrong with them. So that's good. We'll have that water for it because we're going to need it. And we have some of those peanut butter crackers. If anything, these are going to probably be very stale. So it's just one big cream-filled cracker. And I do know one thing is I don't think I will be reviewing any of the the 72-hour kits that I got. I do know I have probably one of those kits I'll end up having taken out one of the things in there. I am trying to get this chocolate bar out because it's not cooperating. So, looks like the best by date is 2022. No? Oh, that's production, 2020. So, I'm going to go ahead and get this opened up. As so. I don't think I've ever seen these kinds of bars before. This must be something you just gotta kind of buy online and best your luck. That's pretty cool. Almost looks like something you would have in there, like a little museum, if you will. That's pretty cool. And a moment of truth, we'll see how this actually held up after the years. I mean, I've had chocolate bars that have been a little ballooned. That doesn't really mean it's bad whatsoever. It just means that it has been a little separated. But it looks still fine to me. Pretty sure it's just dark chocolate, so that's why I held it up. I am going to get some water for the drink mix, and I am going to get these taters going, so let me go ahead and do these, and I'll be right back. I'm going to try a couple of this stuff before we have the main. Alright, so while we wait for the mashed taters and the main to constitute, let's go ahead and try a little bit of everything else. Definitely want to try this. Okay, well that didn't work. So there's 3 layers, like so. And it's just peanut butter cream in it. Peanut butter flavor is still there, aside from it being very dry, very dry, and the cracker being practically, you can kind of tell it's stale, but it's not. I got that stale taste to it. Let's get that cashew as well. So this is the salty and spicy mix. Go ahead and try it. Hopefully it's still good. Or does have a kick to it. Oh, I don't do spice well with anything, so even a little bit of spice is too much for me. And I had that fruit punch, really good. The only thing is, obviously, those are gonna be repackaged. Kind of tastes like Kool-Aid. And then we have the chocolate. Go ahead and try that out. That's actually good. It's not as bitter, even though it's 60%. not bitter at all. Actually, pretty tasty. It's good. In fact, I think the next ration of the month we have is either the chicken and rice or the I think it's the bean stew. So at least got a couple options. We also have the 48-hour Beast Minotaur Ration. I do know I think I swapped those components just because the dates are so outdated. And I'm pretty sure I think I used the same components I had stored around somewhere, but just newer dates. So let me go ahead and check on those main and taters. If anything, we could probably do the taters next, because those are pretty much just done, and then the stew probably have to wait for a couple more minutes, since it's a little bit longer that we have to wait. So do have the taters. These are the bacon and cheddar ones. Might have added a little more water. Does say I had 8. I meant 8, not 10. But did add a little bit more, just to kind of get a little loose, not too thick. Ow, it's hot. Trying to get all that out, because I can mix it at least a little bit more if need be. So a couple of dry pieces. Might have to end up adding a little salt to this, just because, yeah, it's got a little bit of those dry pieces, but not too bad. But yeah, I do know from what I've heard is these all, except maybe a couple of different ones, all of these have been repackaged. Which, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not overly bad, but I will say that some of the things that he charged were a little over the damn top. And especially the drink mixes, those quote-unquote specialty drinks that he made, like the I think it's Arnold Palmer, and like a couple of even like some of the novelty kind of like name drinks. I will say that those were outrageous for price, like $4 or $5 for a certain kind of lemonade or something. Like, damn, bro, it's like, I mean, I get it that it's packaged and it's your branding, but that's crazy for a lemonade or a fruit punch or something. Like, it says wacky, like, you know, like a wacky lemonade or something. Like come on now. But let's go for these taters. And yeah, I will say I do need to get these a little salted up. I do like my taters at least a little savory and salty, but especially in this case, salt will do need to be. I do think also the reason I liked some of the Minotaur rations, even though a lot of them people have them for just kind of like for show, or at some point they also will do a review. I think the reason I like them is because instead of buying like foreign rations or US MREs, I did like the concept of like the almost like kind of like all MREs does for some of the customs MREs that he did, like the Z rations. He added like his own little thing to him, or I think he had the horde kits, and he he made it like a little bit like almost like a novelty. To me, I like those things, and even to whoever's watching this, sorry, if there is also you do that, hell, I would buy those off you because not only would be for video and review, but also that's just what I'm into. Like, even if it was just stuff that you repackaged, or you just threw a couple extra goodies in there and stuff. I mean, that's one thing I absolutely love. I like anything that's like novelty in a way, but at the same time, it still sticks set in stone of what it is. So you got a 24-hour ration. Okay, you got your breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, drinks, desserts, whatever have you. But also, you kind of make it your own kind of way, whether it's kind of like a C ration or a K ration or something. To those that know, that's kind of what I'm getting at. Anyway, enough chit chat. Going for these taters. I've been holding them here for a bit. Okay, I need a little bit more of that salt. Just a little bit. That's the whole packet. But just because definitely you can tell just datage came to them, but I do kind of hate that. I do not have any bacon bits. I would add bacon bits to it. It's a little bit better. Kind of wish I had a little gravy to go with this. But it is what it is. Beggars can't be choosers. So let me go ahead and check on that main. It's been sitting for quite a bit. I'm going to go for one more bite of this. I'm going to go for that. Alright. This is the colonial stew, or more like soup. I did add just the amount of water, the 8 to 10 ounces that it called for. Of course, majority of it is going to be the rice. But you do have some corn, some very tiny pieces of the pork, little pieces of beef. I'm going to go ahead and try this out. It smells alright. Doesn't look molded, surprisingly. And little pieces of carrots too, and some peppers. Honestly, it just tastes bland. Like, there was seasoning in the soup, if you will. I wouldn't call this a stew. But there's seasoning in here. Salt, pipe, pepper, some paprika and all that. But it's bland. So I think, since I did run out of salt, I'm going to add a little bit of seasoning to fix this up. Alright. That should be mixed up well. This, I added some, didn't have any beef bouillon, but I did have a little bit of chicken bouillon seasoning. So, let's see if that fixed anything while it's in here. That really fixed it out. That really fixed it. That's better now. But that's really it for real is, I wonder if I added a little bit of this in here. Not to actually like do anything, just kind of get a little flavor. But that's all this ration actually has. Much better. But yeah, that's it for this ration for y'all. Do apologize, I'm still chewing. But definitely enjoyed everything. It definitely lasted the couple years that it was old. But of course, kind of had to tweak it a little bit by a little bit. Surprisingly, this stuff was still good. But again, depends also how you store it. But as always, guys, if you enjoyed the video, please be sure to smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel down below. Turn on post notifications so you do not miss out on future videos I post. Watching that try and review. And until next time, guys, I'll see you guys soon. Have a good day, guys.